So Ready Player One.
Yes.
I know, it's kind of sucks that you weren't here for the trailer.
Yeah.
But you watched the trailer.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course I did. I watched it while we were setting up for the baseball game because that's when it came out.
Yeah.
Get away from me. Get away. Okay. So I'm not going to get into any major spoilers from the book, but before I start talking about, and like I said, I was going to put on the notes, Ready Player 101. You don't have to be too worried about being spoiled by me saying anything from the book because Steven Spielberg has already said, hey, I'm changing things here to be different from the way they were in the book because I don't want it to just be a carbon copy. I want to keep the feel, I want to keep the vibe, and I want to keep the intent, but there are some things that are going to be changed. And like he even teased like changing the entire structure of the scavenger hunt. I don't think he's going to do that, but he said that it's going to be different from the book.
Okay.
So that's number one. Number two, great pickup on the music, Rick, because I got it right away too.
Yeah.
And yes, it's basically like a Willy Wonka story. But the scavenger hunt takes place in the book in virtual reality. So all that stuff in the trailer that you guys were seeing, the only shit that is in real reality is him climbing down the trailer houses.
Okay.
That's
And,
real reality.
and getting in the van. And once he puts the headset on, most of the shit you're seeing, anything that looked completely outrageous, is all happening inside the simulation.
Like the stuff from the other movie properties and stuff.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Also, the IOI agents getting into their cars and driving off. Like they were doing quick cuts because they were trying to show you guys, here's the people in VR making all these motions. Here's it happening in the simulation.
Gotcha.
So, there you go. Yes, it's a very nostalgia-driven book with a lot of 80s properties. They've added some 90s stuff to this because some of the stuff they're going to have to cut out of the book for licensing, I'm sure. Again, good pickup on the breaking down the Willy Wonka music because that's what I caught too. Also, I'm glad they used the Rush song in there because Rush is very... There is an entire... I don't think they're going to do this in...
Well, you're also a huge fan of Rush.
Also, yes. Like, that's why I've always told you guys, I felt like this book was written for me. And then his second book, Armada, I feel like that was written even more for me because it gets it into some very specific, deep pop culture stuff from, like, late 80s.
Does that has nothing to do with Ready Player One, though?
No.
It's just another story.
It's just
from
another
the
story, but
Gotcha.
it's great. You should read that, too.
Yeah.
That's written more like a movie, though.
Okay.
And he already sold the rights to that too, at the same time as he sold the publishing rights to the book, and then kind of tweaked that story so it read more like a movie would, so it's ready to go basically. But yeah, so like, there's an entire section in the book that's completely fueled by a Rush album, and I don't think they're gonna do that in the movie. But so I really enjoyed that they used a Rush song in the trailer. The DeLorean was fucking cool. Ernest Cline owns a DeLorean in real life. Went and bought one when he got his check for Ready Player One because he loves that stuff. And even when he went on the book signing tour, he drove the DeLorean to the book signing
That
stuff.
would be a cool part. It really would be.
But yeah, so all the properties that are in there, not all of them are talked about in the book
Yeah.
because there's some stuff that they're like. There's a lot of Ultraman in the book, and that shit's just not going to translate here. So they're probably going to change that. That's why I saw Iron Giant back there. You guys were
That
talking
Iron
about
Giant was
that.
awesome.
It's really cool, right?
Yeah.
Read the fucking book!
And then you see
God
Freddy-
damn it!
Freddy Krueger.
Haven't you
He
kind of
has
read
a
it?
copy of
I
the
have a copy
book.
of the book.
But you
and
like-
the audiobook.
Yeah.
And you've sort of read it?
No.
He listened.
you started
he
it.
listened
I
to
tried
the
to
first
listen.
parts.
Yeah. I can't stand Will reading.
Then just read it. I like
So-
Will. He reads that book so well, dude. It's so good. I was
I actually
reading-
just found the file recently. I almost put it on mine.
So the way I consumed that book was very strange. So I bought the book on Kindle and started reading it. And this was about 5 years ago, I'd say. And it was the last time that I was going to the gym and trying to get into better shape. And I was like, well, I can't read while I'm at the gym. I'll just buy the audiobook. And the way I was doing it is I would read 3 or 4 chapters at home, and then when I'd go to the gym, I would listen to those 3 or 4 chapters. And then I would never get ahead
That is
of
weird.
me reading
Yeah.
in the audio.
Okay.
So that's the way I consumed that book the first time. And then the second time I read it, I read the whole book all the way through. And then the third time, I just listened to it.
How much space was in between these readings?
Oh, they were like back to back.
Oh,
Like
shit.
I love that book. Man.
Yeah, I know,
I
I
fucking love that book. But yeah, Rick has a physical copy and the audio copy.
it's
You
been on
guys
my
need,
wish
guys
list
need to read
forever.
that book, man. It's I understand.
I just haven't read in a while, in general.
I understand some people's criticisms towards it, like it being overly nostalgic, but I feel that the properties that he's nostalgic about are treated with a lot of respect and actually used as plot devices really, really, really well in the book.
Okay.
So I saw a lot of people upset about this trailer because there was nothing in it, essentially. It was just a lot of eye candy. But me, being, a fan of film and know how trailers work, I knew this trailer wasn't going to show me anything. This trailer was going to introduce the main character, and it was going to set the tone for the vibe of the movie. That's it.
Well,
I'm sure in subsequent trailers, you're going to get some more characters and a little bit of the story arc, and you're going to get it to flesh out a little bit. But this initial trailer was seriously, here's Wade Watts, here's your main character, here's the vibe of the movie, here's some of the scenario.
Yeah.
And yeah, the stuff with the key at the end, it's a virtual reality scavenger hunt, and the winner gets to run, similar to Willy Wonka, instead of getting the chocolate factory, you get this guy's legacy of his video games that he's created and the simulation that's called the Oasis that the scavenger hunt takes place in. You become the ruler of the Oasis, basically.
You know what it kind of sounds like? Nerve. With Dave Franco and
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, I remember.
Emma Roberts.
Oh, ladies love Little Franco.
So I mean, no, I just said like similar. So it's a game with, but
well,
like,
it's more than a game.
right.
It's
It's a little similar. I would call it.
it's Second Life.
I said it sounds similar. I didn't say it was identical. You're such a
It's-
fucking bitch.
It's
fucking identical. It's not identical, Bryce.
ideas of Second Life, of
Yeah.
getting lost in a whole new world kind of thing.
So
That games are inside of it.
right,
People go to school in the simulation. People go to work in the simulation.
but they're sitting in a chair.
they're sitting in a physical thing. Yeah.
So there's the difference. Nerve was they're actually walking around and doing
Yeah.
that stuff. It's similar.
So at a point in the book,
It's fucking. I'm throwing water in this face.
don't do it. All the important equipment
Yeah.
over there. There's a point in the book where Wade does some bank account fudging because he's trying to get away from IOI industry. IOI, which is the bad guys essentially.
Okay.
And the lead villain is the CEO of IOI, and it cracks me up because the way he's described in the book reminds me of the way people describe Bobby Kotick of Activision.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, and he was already in fucking Moneyball or some shit in the background. Like he was,
Was it?
yeah, Bobby Kotick was in a movie. I think it was Moneyball, and he
Okay.
was in something else
Sounds
also. It's like,
familiar.
why don't you just have him play himself in this fucking movie? Because
Yeah.
it's essentially that character. But so there's a point where if you have the money, you can get state-of-the-art equipment, and you can get a state-of-the-art, like that thing they're trying to build now for VR, where it's a treadmill that you can walk on. It's an omnidirectional
yeah.
treadmill. So all the ideas people have gotten for VR in the last 5 years have come from this fucking book. And if anybody tries to deny it, they're fucking lying. Because VR before this book was seen as something completely different.
Mhm.
It was seen as something like the Wii. It was seen as a novelty. It was seen as a way to engage people who don't want to necessarily play video games.
Right.
But now, the way that they're embracing virtual reality is an all-encompassing experience. Room scale, and we're trying to build this omnidirectional treadmill for you to walk on, and you feel the stuff in your hands. Like, that all comes from this book.
Cool.
And you need to read it. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
No, I want. So you definitely think I should read the book before seeing the movie.
I don't think it's necessary, but I think once you read the book, everything about the trailer will click.
It'll make more sense.
Yeah. But watching you guys react to that trailer, and that's exactly what I wanted from that trailer. Two guys who have not read the book, who have sort of a passing interest because I won't shut up about it over the last.
I mean, yeah, I was
5 years.
excited. I couldn't wait to watch the trailer
Yeah.
because of how much you talked about it.
And like your guys' reaction while the trailer was still going on did my heart good because it made you like you're like, what the fuck? holy shit! Like, that's exactly what I want people to think when they see this trailer.
Yeah.
Because when you read this shit actually happening in the book, that's how you feel.
Yeah. And then you talked about people being upset, like, oh, the trailer didn't show anything. But for you, that's the trailer you want. I mean, you know that's something, that's a property you're interested in.
Yep.
You probably won't watch another trailer for this,
Nope.
I'm guessing. And
Nope.
why would we? So that's the perfect trailer for someone like you and someone like me, because I'm the same way with stuff like that.
And I think, and again, like I said, it's the structure of trailers. I mean, there's got to be, like, the mainstream audience has to understand how this shit works by now. I know everybody wants to get lost in being part of the conversation, having a fucking hot take on the internet. Like, I get that that's what people want, but you gotta know how this shit works now. Even if it's a property you don't know or one that you are deeply familiar with, you know that first trailer is going to set the tone and show you basically just the main character. That's it. My only hope for this movie that they get right, and I'm sure, well, I hope they will, and everybody's like that's been a part of it saying like he's got this vibe right. It is a team movie. It is a team up movie. It is like hackers, all those weird random kids coming together for quote the greater good or whatever. You know, it's the Incredibles, all these people that are separate and trying to be separate coming together to make shit work. That's the vibe I hope they don't lose. I hope they don't lose the camaraderie. I hope they don't lose the friendship, and I hope they don't lose the team up aspect of this story.
That's why I think Spielberg is the perfect director for this.
Yep, 100%. He was originally just going to produce it, and then
Yeah, he was.
when he signed on to produce, Ernest Cline was super excited because again, a lot of the properties in the book are Steven Spielberg properties, and he told him, "Okay, I'm producing this movie, but we can't use any of my properties in it because it would feel weird."
Right.
So Ernest Cline goes, "Okay, that's, you know what? I want you on this project. That's a concession I'm gonna have to make." And they were trying to find people to direct it, and neither of them liked anybody. And Steven Spielberg basically said, "Fuck it, I'll just direct it." And Ernest Cline was like, "What?" Because that's what he wanted. Like that was his vision. So
I wonder why did they not just go after him to begin with? Like
they tried, and he didn't want to because there's so many of the properties involve him.
Right.
So he
and
just
now
wanted to
got
produce
over
it, and so they're gonna remove a lot of that stuff, I'm sure.
Right.
But yeah, it's a great book, and I'm really excited about the movie. And the whole time, like I was watching you guys watch that trailer on the video a couple of days later or whatever, and I got really sad because you guys were like, "What is going? Why is that there? What's this?" And I'm like, "Oh God, just read the fucking book. It'll all make sense. Even if those properties aren't mentioned in the book, it'll fucking trigger and you'll get it.
Yeah.
You'll get it." I'm not gonna say read the book so you know what happens in the movie. Read the book for context. Think of it as a study companion. It's fucking good, man.
Cool.
And it's an amazing 420 page read that you'll fucking fly through.
Cool. Huh. I guess they could have always gotten Ron Howard if not Steven Spielberg. They're like butt buddies anyways. Like, here, I can't handle this. Ron, you take it over. You can use all my properties. It's good.
I don't think Ron Howard would get the team up camaraderie aspect of it though.
No.
I like Ron Howard a lot, but I don't think he would get that aspect the way Spielberg can.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Really? Okay.
Rick is just so disagreeable today.
So I'm super glad you guys were excited about it. I'm bummed I couldn't be here.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, the music pickup by you, Rick, was because I caught it when I watched the trailer. I caught it around the same time you caught it in the trailer because of the way they broke it up.
Yeah, it was done very nicely, and then it just crescendos right when
3 notes.
Spot. Yeah.
Break, 3 notes, break, change the tempo, 3 notes. I was like, oh crap, that's it. Yeah, it got me really excited. So I can't wait then I was like, March, oh, it's so far away.
Were you expecting it sooner, really?
I didn't know the release date going into that. So.
I actually didn't realize it was March. That's actually a lot sooner than I was expecting. I didn't think about that.
I like that it's in March because it's almost like completely out of the way of any other major fucking movies they expect to do major business, you know? And then like putting Steven Spielberg's name front and center, hopefully people will go see this movie just because of that, even if they have no frame reference from the book.
Totally.
But yeah, it's a great book.
Hmm.
I can understand, I don't get it, but I can understand you not liking Will Wheaton, but then you should just sit down and read it because it's worth the time.